Most bad behavior comes from insecurity. Most bad behavior comes from insecurity. I want to start a trend of women as we really look. Some good things, some not so good. I am tired of looking at frozen faces. A good marriage is different to a happy marriage. When I was younger I probably didn't understand something basic about tact, but I think it kept faint-hearted people at arm's distance, and that's not such a bad thing, because life is short and I know the kind of people I want to work with. It's such an amazing thing to be loved for who you are. Bad acting is the ultimate inconsideration. I was never afraid of failure after that because, I think, coming that close to death you get kissed. With the years, the actual experience of course fades, but the flavor of it doesn't. I just had a real sense of what choice do I have but to live fully. I don't believe in careers. I believe in work. I'm not interested in some big picture that would be really good for me. I happen to be interested in watching a face age. I like faces of women aging, so it makes me personally quite sad. That's a beautiful gift from God. If people don't want to see that anymore, then I won't be in any more movies. I always loved working as an actress, but I didn't understand why I couldn't just opt out of being famous. And then I realized you can, and I think I did. And eventually, I came to understand that you can do that and also keep working. It's no secret that I didn't love an officer and a gentleman then, and I certainly don't love it now. So at least no one could accuse me of being inconsistent. I just want to sleep, and eat, and learn about what's going on in the world. I do admit to being challenging, but it's always for the work, it's never personal. I will walk out on a scene if it's all lit and ready to go, but it's not happening. It's inconceivable to some people that that wouldn't be the sexiest thing to do in the whole world, to be a movie star, and make money, and be pampered, and whatever. I had a very insightful friend who warned me back when I stopped reading scripts, it's easier to change directions while you're still moving. If you stop, it's harder to get started again. I still don't think I made the wrong decision, but he was right. I never lost my interest in acting, but I did lose my interest in the business and what I had to go through to make a film. I felt saturated, you know, like a sponge when it's saturated, it's not good. Just because we're on schedule is no reason to shoot bad acting. Someone once said to me, "You're inconsiderate." And I said, "Inconsiderate? Bad acting is the ultimate inconsideration. It's a collective slap to a million faces at the same time." I tend to wear outfits that match the walls. I push for what I think can be the best, and if I feel they're not going for the best, it kills me. I was the all-American face. You name it, Honey, American Dairy Milk, Metropolitan Life Insurance, McDonald's, Burger King. The face that didn't matter, that's what I called my face. I used to love going on a junket and promoting a film when it was not a 24-hour news cycle, and when there weren't so many media outlets. You could actually talk about the film. I just live in the truth and think that every moment counts. Granted, there are only 7 stories in the universe, and I agree with that, but give me a great variation of those stories, and literate. Show me the story. I just want to tell a story that pulls me forward. I never thought I would start working again, and I did, but it was really hard, and I don't know that I would advise anyone to step back the way I did. I am one of the happiest people I know, and that's a weird place to have arrived at from being a depressed Jewish kid. I think when it comes to Botox and surgery, actresses should do it or not do it, but be honest about their choices. Never say never, but the thought of electively cutting oneself is beyond my grasp, and I also object to it politically. Denying the lines on our faces makes a comment about age and wisdom I don't care to make. I think it's a little irresponsible for women who choose surgery to then say they can portray the average woman on the street, because if the average woman can't afford those treatments, then she's going to say, "I'm 53 and I don't look like that," and start thinking she's ugly or inadequate. People who make lots of money at what they do should just shut up about it. If you want to get a facelift, get a facelift. Don't sit there and talk about why you got it because of the pressure. You see people on TV flying into places just to pick up a baby, or brush some flies away. That's great if they can bring that issue to public attention, but that's not what I wanted to do. I was interested in committing to something that I could function in whether I was Debra Winger or not, because nobody might care about that next week. I've been acting all along. I understand that I haven't been in people's viewers, but acting has never not been a part of my life, just more time in between and less high profile. People pay to see movies with women looking beautiful, but I think there will be a place for me to play women looking my own age. When you connect with a cause, it's like falling in love. I do not need a lot of money to be happy. I have enjoyed a wonderful run in films, so far, and I may, at some point, come back, but it will be in my own time and in my own style. If I could have one prayer answered, I would pray for patience. I move so fast sometimes. I try to slow down. I don't think that I'm that easy to live with. I have to be reminded that I can have fun. I need my family to remind me in a loving and nice way to lighten up. I was the all-American face. I will walk out on a scene if it's all lit and ready to go, but it's not happening. In the early part of my life I carried the flame for fiery women, perky women who were not dumb. There's a small club of women who are willing to age. I need my family to remind me in a loving and nice way to lighten up. But I never worried about having a child in my 40s, which is unusual. Normally, I'm the queen of worry. I don't think it is worth trying to look 10 years younger through surgery. An actress in a film starts every day with an hour and a half in front of a mirror, with hair and makeup and costumes. My grandmother gave birth to 13 children, and I come from a long line of women who gave birth in their 40s. Ultimately, however, the script an actor enlivens is someone else's words. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.